as mothers, when they give birth to their children, they're supposed to care for those children. Now look at this thing. There is no scripture that we have ever read that said God had a mother. Inside out, outside it, there's no scripture that tell you that God had a mother. There is no scripture that you can read that will tell you that Adam was born of a woman. So we have a special type of mother. A mother whom we have never seen and may never ever see. Praise the name of the Lord. But God, because God is mother and father. But here's something, the scripture says, no man has seen God and yet live. So if we don't walk right, we can't see him. Because remember, he is positioned in a place where only his son has access to him. And his son is right there now talking to him on my behalf and your behalf. So look at how wicked I am. My Jesus is saying, Daddy, watch me. You made a father and son, but father and mother as well. He's saying, watch me. You made him or her of your own likeness and your own image. You're going to destroy yourself? You can't do that. So here what happens, you have to do now. Spare them another year to see what fruit they will bring forth. And giving you time to change, yes, Mother Lisa. And if you are truly responsible for your life that the Lord has lent you, you're going to do the responsible thing. That is to say, turn to God in wholeness. And in so doing, you will reap the benefit of the life. Praise the name of the Lord. God says, seek ye first the kingdom of and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. So anytime you see you fail to do God's will, you don't get no blessing. No blessing. Or if ever you get, you know he said that he has poured out the rain upon them, the just and the unjust alike. The rain that falls upon you will only bloom before a season. And when that season is out, that's done with you. That's it. But when you see you are in the right season, brethren, and the blessings of the Lord comes down upon you, I said the right season because you are in the Lord. When the blessings come down upon you, if there's any man to take it away from you. So it pays to be a mother on the spiritual side. That's right. You can't afford to allow your good to be evil spoken of. You cannot allow the chastity that is in you to be fed to the dogs. You cannot allow that which is holy in you to be cast before the smoke. You can't allow it. The day you do a thing like that, you are blending with your own life, brethren. And God wants all of us to live. No. Glean from what I just said there to you what you think fits you well. And hear this part. When God created the woman by taking the rib from him and formed her, he told them both, Mother Lila, to go into the world, multiply and replenish the earth. What does multiplying and replenishing the earth mean? Having children. So we are a tree that bears human beings. Praise the name as fruit. Praise the name of the Lord. And when we bear children, brethren, we're supposed to ensure that their well-being is catered for, properly catered for. Yes. I sat down around the computer this morning and was trying to see if I can find some radio station in St. Vincent to bring me some gospels and some, preaching and so. And as I sat there, I started to wonder, but hey now, how is it that man finds it so difficult to ill-treat, and a big word, infuriate, kick about women, when it is the same woman who is going to cook his food, to make him happy, to wash his clothes, to provide the cleanliness in the home? How can you expect to do that? So here what happened now. Here what happened now. Men, we are supposed to be careful what we do to the women. Treat them well. Sometimes it is hard for you to come along with them. Mother Lee, am I speaking the truth? Sometimes it is hard for men to come along with women and vice versa. But we have to come to compromises. We have to compromise certain situations in order to meet the will of God. Some people are not bent to compromising. But then, you will do the right. Do the right.
Yes, that's right.
And Mother Lena says, I must say, that certain women don't know the place. Just the same way with some men. Just the same way with some men. I am not neither here nor there against anybody. I am saying some of us men are really avaricious when it comes to dealing with women. And on the other hand, some women are really out of bounds. You have to give Jackie. Praise the name of the Lord.
Praise God.
I have no reason to want to side on men's behalf because I am man. I'm not making any excuse for any of us. No. What is to be must be. Are you hearing me?
Oh, yes.
So if I ain't treating Mother Cora right, I'm not supposed to come and tell you that you must treat Jane right, or you must treat Jane right. Are you hearing me, church?
Yes.
And I get a wonderful amen from Lee Ivan. I was saying, I am not supposed to come and tell you, man, to treat Jane right when I am not treating Mother Cora right. It's not right.
It's not.
Are you hearing me? It's not right. But, hold it. But you would have heard me say earlier on, you have to pick sense out of nonsense. You would have heard me say some time earlier that some people don't know how to make compromise. When you tell them certain things, they back off. And they have all sorts of fancy things to tell you just to justify their ends. But looking at the straight path, then I see where you're falling. So I have to be careful how I say what I say.
Yes.
Are you hearing me, church? And I cannot, by any means, say anything contrary to what the Word of God says. Sometimes you might not be liked because you speak the truth. But here's something, that's all right.
Preach it,
That's
Pastor.
all right. When you stand up and speak the truth and somebody criticizes you for speaking the truth, that's all right. Your blessings get more bigger. Praise the name of the Lord. So here's something. Childbearing. Some of us are blessed with a false child. And when we are looking for the child, no child that day. Leave me alone. Some of us blame it on miscarriage. Some of us say the miscarriage came by a fall. Where are stopping from Are you hearing me?
Preaching pastor.
Are you hearing me?
Preaching pastor.
Sometimes they purposefully discard the child and put the blame on something else.
Yes.
And that is not right.
Yes.
So when people come into this house and hear this type of preaching, they will point fingers at you. Make glad for that. Guess why? Because it is the truth.
Yeah.
It is the truth.
Preach it, Pastor. Preach
So
it.
when we got our children, watch me. God tell us to go into the world and multiply. Eh? I promise to be shocked, but I have to get this. Go into the world and multiply. Did he tell you to go into the world, multiply and kill?
No.
But what is this at all? Am I saying talking nonsense here? What?
No.
Watch me.
No, my.
So if by chance you know that going out there and do your furnace and you're going to get pregnant, there are basically two cures for that. Total abstinence or protect yourself. And every time we protect ourselves using whatever form or fashion, at the end of the day we might have to answer for it. We may have to answer for it. Because God says, let me show you something. There was a man in the scriptures who was told, Mother Lila, listen to me now. He was told to go with his brother's wife to bring children in his name because he died without having any children with his wife. And it was the custom then. And when he went into the woman, rather than discarding his cargo on the woman or in the woman, he dashed it on the ground and God killed him. What? He don't make no joke. When he tell you to do something, do it. You justify yourself and cause God to come into disrepute. You dead early o'clock. Because his son is there. If his son were not there, by the time we do so, shut your eye too tight. And he said, don't shut your eye, you're dead. Watch me. And in those days, he made specific order, gave specific orders. You either stone you to death, or you use the sword on you. Or you just speak the word and you're dead. So, brethren, childbearing is good. But we have to know how to go about it. Do it decently. The scripture says, marriage is honorable and the bed is undefiled. We are not obligated to commit fornication. So if a man can't avoid fornication, a woman can't avoid fornication, let every woman have her husband, her own husband, and every husband his own wife. Shall the church rise, please? Oh God, be the glory, great things He has done. So lovely the one that He gave us His Son, who yielded His life and atonement for sin, and opened the life gate that all may go in. Praise the Lord, praise the Lord, let the earth hear His voice. Praise the Lord, let the people rejoice. So come to the Father through Jesus the Son, and the giving of glory, great things He has done. At this point in time, I wish to commend all those persons who were able to say a word or two on behalf of mothers, and especially our sister, visiting sister,
Praise
who
God.
had spoken with us so eloquently
Yes.
that I will always have you in thought and memory. I wish that what was said here today would have resounded in our mind, and that we keep that which you think is important to you, which makes sense. If there is anything or there was anything said here that didn't make any sense to you, leave it alone or ask what you were saying, what you meant by saying such and such. And by the grace of God, we will be able to give you a proper answer. But just don't take things in your hand and do what you please and think you're going to get away with it. It ain't working so. God is not a mocker.
No.
He is a straightforward man, a personality. And you have to do what he wants of you to do. Praise the Lord.
Praise God.
Praise God from whom all blessings flow. Praise him all creatures here below. Praise him above and heaven below. Praise Father, Son, and Holy. We thank the Lord this evening, and we thank the Lord for this our food, but most because of Jesus' blood. Let man have to us only given the bread of life sent down from heaven through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. And now may the saving grace of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ and the love of God and the fellowship of the Holy Spirit rest in the Bible and all us nice and forevermore. Let the words of our mouths and the meditation of our hearts be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, our strength and our Redeemer. Take not thy Holy Spirit from us, O Lord, but grant us your grace, your truth, and your salvation. And dear Lord, as we have come to the end of today's worship and fellowship, I thank you, blessed God, for the spoken word. I thank you for all the mothers, all the sentiments that were expressed for and on behalf of the mothers. And I do pray, dear Father, that these sentiments will not go wasted, but they will be a blessing to the mothers, so that they will take care of your spoken word and live according as your word teaches. Bless us, dear blessed God. And now we are asking in the name of Jesus Christ to dismiss us in the name of God the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Thank you for coming out again, my friends.
Thank you for watching today's service with us. And God bless you and your family as you go forth in this week in no other name but in Jesus' almighty name.
Oh, thanks for coming.